Fit from Home. Today we are going to do a full Stay Fit class, which includes a cardio component, a balance component, a strength component, and a flexibility component. For today's class, you are going to need some floor space, a sturdy chair, and a resistance band. Before you get started, you want to make sure that you've got a flat sole shoe and a bottle of water handy in case you get thirsty. Feel free to take breaks if you need to and to modify any of the movements as you see fit. Before we get started, let's get the music going. Alright guys, so we're going to start with our cardio warm-up. So we're going to stand with a nice wide stance here, nice and tall, roll one shoulder back, and then the other. Let's do that again, shoulder back, and then the other. Now both shoulders, back and back again. One more. Alright, now let's take a big deep breath in. Soften through the knees, reach the arms up. Deep breath out, two more. Breathe in. And breathe out. Let's do that again. Breathe in. And breathe out. Feet together. We're going to march it out. Alright, we're going to warm up the ankles by tapping one foot right here, up and down. Now let's take the side to side with the foot and with the arm. Now we're going to move the arms up and down. So we're going up and we're going down. Up and down and regular march. Alright, of course we're going to do that on the other foot. And tap the toe up and down. Take the side to side. Alright, let's move the arms up and down. Up, down, up, and march. Alright guys, if you can, take it up on the toes. This is another great one to warm up the ankles. And now on the heels. Alright, regular march. Alright guys, we're going to tap the fingers one at a time, warming up the fingers and the wrists. Alright guys, let's open the hands, open, close. Alright, open the hands, fingers together and apart. Spread those fingers wide. And circle the wrists. Other direction. Alright, let's bring those arms down. We're going to shrug the shoulders up like you're saying, I don't know. Try to keep those feet going. Are you going to turn your palms to the front, do a bicep curl? Alright, keep the hands on the shoulders. We're going to circle one elbow back and then the other elbow. Big circle here. And both arms at the same time. And reach one arm up and then the other arm. Remember, you can grab a drink at any point if you get thirsty. Alright guys, both arms up. And push and pull. Push, pull. Let's keep both of our arms out in the front. We're going to lift your fingers up and point them down. And step touch with a little shoulder circle. How about a bigger arm circle? And a hamstring curl. Heel dig to the front, little swing with the arm. Toe tap to the side. Still warming up, gang. And toe tap to the back. So this is almost like a cross-country motion. Toe tap to the front with a bicep curl. And knee up. Alright guys, that's our warm-up. So we're going to get right into our cardio component. Remember here that the arms are always optional. So if you have lots of energy, you want to do big movements with the arms. But if you're feeling a little tired, you can always stick with just the legs. So we're going to walk forward and back. That's our first movement. And here we go. You're going to tap your toe to the side and then to the other side. So we're going to add some arm motions soon. You guys ready for the arm motions? Alright, here we go. We're going to roll and extend. Keep going with your feet. Alright, hold it here. Tap your toe to the side. Alright, getting double up with the arms. Keep your legs the same. Side and up. Side, up. And march it out. Alright, so each time we come back here, we're going to add a new move at the end. Walk it forward. Alright guys, hold it here. Alright, both arms. And side and up. Side, up. Cross country ski, so you're reaching one leg to the back and one arm to the front. Back to the march. Alright, let's take this forward. Hold it here. Alright, both arms. Side and up. Cross country ski. Alright, next move is coming up. We're going to do a heel dig to the front. And here we go. We're going to do a big wave with the arms. If you prefer, you can keep your arms small though. Back to the march. Take it forward. Alright, hold it here guys. Side and up. Side, up. Cross country ski. Heel dig to the front. All right, alternating knees. So make sure that you keep your breastbone lifted as you lift your knee up. Add the arms. And march. Back to the beginning. Let's take it forward. And back. All right, hold it here. All right, both arms. Side and up. Cross country ski. Heel dig to the front. Remember those big arms? All right, gang. Knee up. Add the arms. Double step. So here you have a few options. You can either stay here, you can lift the knee up at the end, or you can cross behind into a grapevine. And you can add some arms to that, up to you. Alright guys, march it out. Back to the beginning. You guys ready to start again? Alright gang, take it forward. Hold it here. Both arms. Side and up. Side, up. Cross country ski. Heel digs to the front. And knee up. All right, add the arms. Double step or grapevine. Option to add the knee at the end. Hold it here and do a hamstring curl. Pull it with the arms. And march it out. Walk it forward. Hold it here. Both arms. Side and up, side, up. Cross country. Heel digs to the front, big kayak and arms. Alternating knees. Option to add the arms. Double step or grapevine. All right, we're gonna hold it here. Next move coming up. Toe tap, we're gonna push the arm to the front. And reach it up. Both arms to the front. Both arms up. And march. All right, guys, we're doing great. Take it forward. All right, gang, hold it here. Double arms. Side and up. Side, up. Cross country ski. Heel dips to the front. Knee up, alternating. All right, let's add those arms. Double or grapevine, optional knee. Hamstring curls. Toe tap, push the arm to the front. Reach it up. All right, how about both arms to the front? Both arms up. And double knee, 2 knees in a row. Make sure that you keep your chest lifted as you reach your knee up. And back to the beginning, march. Walk it forward. Hold it here. Double up the arms. Side and up. Side, up. Cross country ski. Heel to the front. Alternating knees. You can stay here or at the arms. Double step or grapevine. 4, 3, 2, and hamstring curls. Toe tap, push the arm to the front. Reach it up. Both arms to the front. And both arms up. Double knees. That's 2 knees in a row. Step touch, arm side and front. All right, 8 more. Back to the beginning, march it out. Let's go through this again, take it forward. Hold it here. Both arms. Side and up. Side, up. And to the back. Cross and retreat. Heel to the front, big kayaking arms. Alternating knees. Just listen, we're breathing. If you want, add the arms. Double stepper grapevine. Hamstring curls. Push it to the front. And reach it up. Both arms to the front. All right, both arms up. Double knees. Step touch. Inner thigh leg lift. If you can't reach the foot, not a big deal. And march it out. All right, guys, this is our last time from the beginning. Here we go. Hold it here. Double arms. Side and up. Cross country ski. Heel dig to the front. And knee up, alternating. Alright, big arms. Double or grapevine. We're almost there. Keep going, group. Hamstring curls. Alright, we're going to push it to the front. And reach it up. Alright, both arms front. And up. Double knee. Step touch. Inner thigh leg lift. Alright guys, pull down, easy heel dig. Alright, we're going to keep the arms low now to help get our heart rate down so that we can be ready to do our strength and balance exercises. Toe tap to the side. Toe tap to the back. Toe tap to the front. Step touch. Little hamstring curl. And march. Alright, we're going to roll the shoulders back. Easy bicep curl. And extend. Drag the shoulders up and down. Alright, circle the wrists. Other direction. Open the hands. Open, close. Open the hands, fingers together and apart. Tap the fingers. Alright, we're going to tap one foot right there. Take this side to side. Alright, other foot. And take it side to side. guys, deep breath in and deep breath out. All right, guys. So that was it. So that was it for our cardio component of the class. We are going to move on to our balance, strength, and flexibility component, which we will need a chair for. So go ahead and grab your chair. We will also need a band at some point. And here you want to make sure that you choose a nice sturdy chair with 4 legs and a backrest. You don't want a chair that swivels or that is on wheels. And we are going to start with balance. So we do not need our band right away. But you can put your band on the back of your chair like this, like I have mine. So when we do our balance exercises, you always want to make sure that you always have one hand close to a chair just in case you do lose your balance. If you do need to use the chair, it's there for you. You can have your fingertips on it. Just remember that we do want to feel a little bit unsteady when we work our balance, so that we challenge ourselves and get some improvements. So we are going to do 2 dynamic balance exercises followed by a few static balance exercises. So let's start with our dynamic one. So right next to the chair, you're going to bring your hands on the hips and you're going to look straight ahead. Try to look at something that isn't moving and steady your gaze on that point. Keeping both sides of your pelvis level, you're going to slowly lift one knee up. So you're lifting it up and bring it back down, if possible, without touching the floor in between each repetition. So we're going to do that 8 times, 2. Make sure you keep breathing. 3, 4, 4 more. 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, guys, other side, here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both feet flat on the floor. So the next exercise we're going to do is a bit of a seesaw motion. So we're going to lift onto our toes and then onto the heels. So we really want this motion to come from the ankles only. So the rest of your body, your glutes and your waist should stay stable. Now you can either have your feet about shoulder distance apart or together. The closer your feet are together, the more challenging this exercise is going to be. So let's go right onto our toes here on our tippy toes, and then we're going to go onto our heels. So I find that the heels is a little bit more challenging myself. So stay focused. So focusing and concentration is very important when we work on balance. A little bit more. So again, try to keep your glutes in one place. Your glutes have a tendency to want to shift back when you go backwards, but try to keep them steady. Just do the best you can. Remember, the chair is there if you need it. Good, all right, you're gonna plant your feet down, and I'm just gonna turn to the side so you have a better view. So here we're gonna bring one heel slightly forward from the other leg, and you're gonna, a little micro bend in the standing leg, and you're gonna lean back here. Keep your body straight, and you can either stay here if that's enough of a balance challenge for you, or you can lift the foot off of the floor. It's up to you. All right, let's bring that foot down. Now we're going to stay with the same leg, but we're going to extend the leg backwards this time. So you're going to tap your toe back, and you're going to lean forward a little bit. Fingertips on the chair if necessary. Neck is in line with the rest of the spine, and if you want a little bit more of a challenge here, you can lift the foot off of the floor. Micro bend in the standing knee. Now if your foot is off the floor, make sure your toes are pointing down. So your leg has a tendency to want to externally rotate here, but you're going to internally rotate the leg, making sure the toes are facing down. And we're going to come up, both feet flat on the floor. And we're going to go to the other leg. If you want to switch which side of the chair you're on, you can do that. So again, your heel's going to come forward here. Toes up, little micro bend in the standing leg, and you can lean back a little bit here. Option to lift the leg as well. So you don't have to lift the leg. If you're already feeling a little bit unsteady with the heel on the floor, you can hold that there as well. And foot down, toe reaches behind, so we're leaning forward this time a little bit, little micro bend in that standing knee, chest is lifted, option to lift the foot off the floor, make sure those toes are pointing down. A little bit more. And let's come up, and both feet flat on the ground. All right, we have one more of these balancing exercises before we move on to our strength exercises. So we're gonna go behind our chair, nice wide stance here. And you're gonna reach one arm up and then tilt to the side a little bit, and you're gonna come onto the toe of one foot, or you can lift again the foot off of the floor. Make sure you're close to your chair. So if you need to have your fingertips on your chair, you can. Just a little bit more before we move on to the other side. Stay focused. So your chest should be open as you reach to the side and come down. And of course, we have to do that on the other side. So you're reaching your arm to the side here, tilt a little bit. You can come onto your big toe or lift that foot off of the floor. Fingertips on the chair if need be, or close to. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stand tall. All right, great job, guys. So we are going to move on to the strengthening component of our class. We're gonna have a seat on the chair. You're gonna grab your band, and you're gonna have a seat first, and you're gonna place the band underneath both of your feet, and your feet should be slightly apart here, about shoulder distance apart. And you want to imagine like you have a volleyball or a beach ball in between your knees, so your knees are going to stay apart as we do this exercise. And you also want to make sure that you already have a little bit of tension in your band. So focus here is mostly on the quadriceps, which is the front of the thighs here. So we're going to stand up, squeeze your glutes at the top and lift your chest, and then hinge at the hips and slowly have a seat in your chair. So we're going to do this exercise up to 12 times, or as many as you can comfortably do. You don't have to do all of them. 2, make sure you keep breathing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, guys, we've got 4 more. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to keep our feet on the band here, and we're going to stay standing, and we're going to do a shoulder shrug. So the focus here is on the shoulder. Chest lifted. You're going to lift your shoulders up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, we're going to carefully step our feet forward here. And your band now is going to be, you're going to bring it up to your armpits here. You're going to hold on to your band, and you're going to lift your elbows up to shoulder height, and you're going to move your hands, your wrists out to the side so that your arms are in a 90-degree position. So your wrist should be in line with your elbow here and your elbow in line with the shoulder. So think push-up position. And we're going to push forward. And then move your elbows back in line with your shoulders, back into that wide arm position. And 2, focus is chest. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we've got 4 more. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we can relax those arms down. We're going to go ahead and have a seat in our chair, and we're going to do an exercise for the glutes to give those arms a little bit of a rest. So you're going to sit at the tip of your chair, and you're going to place the center of the band behind the thighs, under the thighs, right behind the knees, feet together, and you want to make sure here that the soles of your shoes stay planted down on the floor. So you don't want any motion in the ankles this way. You want everything to come from the hip joint, so high up on that leg. So you're going to cross your band here and pull it tight so that you have some tension. And you're going to open up the knees to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, we're going to uncross the band here. And if you're not already at the very tip of your chair, you're going to want to come forward. And we're going to place the band here underneath both feet. And we're going to do a seated row. This exercise works the upper back. So we're going to lean forward a little bit here. And you really want to make sure that you hinge from the hips here, keeping your back straight like a board. And you're going to pull your elbows towards the back here, squeezing your shoulder blades together at the end of the motion, and then slowly coming back. And 2, 3, 3, 4, so focus is upper back again. All right, we've got 8 more before we move on to the next exercise. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to come back up. So the next exercise is for the tricep. So we're going to hold the band a little bit further so that we have a little less resistance. So again, we're going to lean forward with the flat back. You don't need to lean forward a lot. And if you find that you're rounding through your upper back when you come forward, make sure that you press your chest forward, shoulders back, and you can lean a little bit less forward if you need to. So we're going to lean forward, chin is slightly down here, and you're going to reach the arms back behind you, and then slowly come back to the initial position. So it's not a big motion, it's not fast. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all right, halfway there. Let's count it back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to turn the palms to face the body, thumbs up, elbows glued to the sides, and we're going to bring the wrist towards the shoulders. So here we go. 1, 2, so working the front of the arms here, 2, 3, so nice and slow, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Slowly bring those arms down. Now you're going to step off your band. We're going to stand up, and you can go ahead and place the band on the back of your chair. And we're going to stand behind our chair here. So we're going to work our calves by doing a calf raise. So toes are facing forward. You can either have your hands on your hips or have your hands on your chair. If your hands are on your hips, you're going to challenge your balance a little bit at the same time. So we're going to lift up, 1, and come down. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, so now we're going to get to some exercises for the core, so the abdominals and the lower back. So we're going to have a seat in our chair for those, and those will be our last 2 strengthening exercises. So you're going to sit right at the tip of your chair. So the first one's for the abdominals. Excuse me. So you're going to cross your arms across your chest here, and with a flat back, hinging at your hip creases, you're going to lean back and hold for those seconds. Really important here, flat back, feet on the floor, and then come back up. If you find that your feet are lifting off the floor, that means you're leaning back too much. And 2, 3, we're going to go up to 15 for these 2 exercises. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so we just worked the abdominals, so now we're going to do an exercise for the lower back. So this time, instead of leaning backwards, we're going to lean forward. So again, it is really important here that you keep your back straight, and we're working the lower back muscles. So for this one, we're going to bring the elbows right close to the face, and your elbows are going to go back, and you're going to lift your chest here. So almost exaggerating the lift of your chest. Your back should be straight like a board. Your chin is slightly down so that the neck is in line with the rest of the spine. You're going to lean forward. Don't need to lean forward a lot. And then come back up to the initial position. So that's 1. Slowly, it's not fast. 2, elbows back. 3. 4. 5. We've only got 10 more left, all right? So here we go. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 14. All right, this is our last one, guys. And arms come down. All right, so that was it for our strengthening component of the class. We are now going to move on to flexibility. So we're going to lift the knee up here towards the chest. So this stretches a little bit of the lower back, a little bit of the glute as well. Chest lifted, you do not need to lift your knee as high as mine is. Just go as high as you can. You can also hold above the knee if you prefer. I like under the knee, so you can try both and see which one is best for you. We're going to hold our stretches for about 15 to 20 seconds, making sure that we are able to breathe smoothly as we hold the stretches. So you're going to bring your foot down, and then we're going to do the same thing with the other leg. So your knee's going to come up, chest lifts, and hold. You're going to bring your foot down, and now you're going to bring both of your knees to the side of the chair rather than the front of the chair. And you're going to bring the one glute off of the chair, and you're going to bring that knee down, the knee that's on the side here, down towards the floor. Toes are tucked under, and you can always hold on to the back of your chair and the under of your chair here for support if you need to. We're going to tilt our pelvis backwards, lift the chest, and option to lift the arms up. So we're stretching our hip flexor and quadricep here, a little bit of the abdominal, especially if the arms are up. Now if your arms are up, you're going to bring them down, and we're going to go all the way to the other side of the chair. So knees pointing down, tailbone tucks under, tailbone points down towards the floor, chest is lifted, holding on or reaching the arms up. If your arms are up, make sure your shoulders are down and away from your ears. Soften the muscles of your face. And then lower your arms down if they are up. Bring your legs to the center, and we're going to stand up. We're going to do a hamstring stretch. So you're going to go ahead and stand right next to your chair, making sure that you have one hand on the back of it, and you're going to place the heel of one foot on the chair here. Now, if you feel the stretch in the back of your leg already, you can stay right where you are. So that's option 1. Or option 2, you can gently lean forward here, hinging from your hip crease so that you feel the stretch in the back of the leg. Now, if you are leaning forward, slowly come up, gently bend your knee, and let's do the other side. So making sure you have one hand on the back of the chair just for a little bit more stability. Hold here or lean forward gently. All right, let's come back up, bending the knee, foot flat on the floor. All right, we're gonna reach our arms out to the side at shoulder height, and you can stay here, or if you wanted to add a little stretch in the wrist, you can reach your fingers backwards here, and you're gonna feel a stretch in the front of the wrist as well. Now take your thumbs here, and you're going to point them down towards the floor and reach your arms back. Now you're going to feel that a little bit more in the bicep muscle, the front of the arm. Make sure you keep breathing as you hold the stretch. Arms down, and we're going to reach one arm straight up towards the ceiling. Make sure there's a lot of space between the ear and the shoulder here. And give yourself a little pat on the back. Option to stay here, you can push the elbow up or you can pull it back. If you do pull it back, just make sure your head stays in the center And in all the variations, make sure you pull your abdominals in so you're not overarching in your back. And arm comes down. Of course, other arm, you're gonna reach it up, shoulder down away from the ear, shoulder blade back so the chest is open. Give yourself a little pat on the back here. Remember your options. Head in the center, abs in. Take a deep breath in, reach both arms up, and then breathe out, arms down. Now take a deep breath in, and breathe out. All right, great job, guys. So that's it for today's workout. We hope to see you next time for another great session of Fun Fit from Home.